In the deep woods of Crystal Lake, there was an abandoned summer camp that had been closed for years. It was a place where a young boy named Jason once drowned while his counselors were off doing their own thing. Since that tragic event, strange things had been happening around the camp. A group of 5 friends had heard about the legend of Jason Voorhees, the boy who drowned all those years ago, and decided to spend the weekend camping on the grounds of the old camp. They thought it would be a good idea to spend some time there and make some memories of their own. As night fell and the moon rose, the group settled down around the campfire. They shared ghost stories and talked about their hopes and dreams. It wasn't long before they all began to feel a sense of unease. They felt like they were being watched. Suddenly, a scream pierced the night, and the friends turned towards the sound to see a figure standing near the edge of the woods. It was a tall man, wearing a hockey mask, holding a machete in one hand.
"Who the hell are you?"
The figure didn't answer, but began slowly walking towards them. The friends panicked and tried to run, but found themselves surrounded by thick trees and dense underbrush. One of the friends, a girl named Rachel, tripped and fell, her ankle throbbing with pain. She looked up to see the figure looming over her. The figure didn't speak, but raised its machete and brought it down, only to be blocked by another figure appearing out of nowhere. It was an old man, armed with a shotgun.
"Get away from these kids, you son of a bitch!"
The figure in the mask lunged at the old man, but he quickly dodged and fired his gun. The shot missed, but it gave the friends an opportunity to flee into the woods. They ran as fast as they could, navigating through the darkness and dodging trees. Suddenly, they heard a voice behind them.
"I'm coming for you."
It was Jason, the drowned boy with a bloodlust. They ran faster. They needed to find some sort of shelter or a way to call for help. But Jason Voorhees was relentless. He knew this woods like the back of his hand, and he had only one thing on his mind: to kill. As they ran for their lives, the friends stumbled across an old cabin in the woods. They fled inside and barred the door, hoping they could somehow find sanctuary. But it was only a matter of time before Jason came calling. The figure in the mask banged its way into the cabin, brandishing its machete and looking for his prey. Inside the cabin, the friends found an old radio transceiver and managed to get a signal out for help. They desperately appealed for anyone in the area to come to their rescue. Meanwhile, Jason was becoming more and more aggressive. The friends were cowering in the corners of the cabin, trying to fend off the onslaught. But then, out of nowhere, the old man with the shotgun appeared. He had followed them from the camp on a mission to help them defeat Jason Voorhees. As the fight ensued, the old man and Jason engaged in a violent struggle. 2 others from a nearby town arrived on scene, who had heard the call for help over the radio. They rushed into the cabin and began fighting Jason alongside the others. The group eventually managed to overpower and subdue Jason Voorhees, sending him back to his presumed hiding place. The group of friends and the old man were hailed as heroes for having foiled Jason's plans. From that day on, the old man took it on himself to reopen the camp and raise awareness about the dangers of Jason Voorhees, telling anyone who would listen about the horrors that had taken place years before. The surviving friends decided to stick together, becoming the best of friends, and eventually starting their own camping adventure services. Although they never spoke of the experience again, it had forever changed their lives, and they would never forget about Jason Voorhees and his relentless pursuit of terror. Subscribe for more. Until next time.